As a photographer, I have this huge pleasure of going to a lot of different places. And most of the time, you just arrive at the airport, go to the hotel, go to a studio, wherever your job is, and then, you do your thing. Clients usually don't like to pay for too many overnights, and then you're out again. Over the last couple of years, I've always tried to add a few days just to see where I'm actually landed. And there's always the touristy things. Of course, if you're in New York, you want to go to Times Square. If you're here in San Francisco, you want to see the Golden Gate Bridge. But I started to apply a new approach many years ago. I set myself a simple, stupid goal. This time, I just look around, find a spot. I usually take my phone, take a photo, and find something in that photo that tickles my fancy. Thanks to Google and constant internet, we then very quickly find out what that thing is, put it in a map, walk there. I walked kilometers and kilometers, but I discovered spaces and places that, even though I've been to this city many times before, I've never seen before. That's when then my approach slightly changes. So I see something, and the one thing that I'm now following was paintings on walls, whatever they may be. And I started to just look around for them. Things that usually you don't see because you know the destination where you want to go. Let's say Golden Gate Bridge, you hop in a taxi, or now those self-driving Waymos, which by the way are super cool. And you get straight there. And then you take your photos, and then you're going back to the hotel or for dinner or whatever it is. And you're missing so much on the way. And here's the other thing. As a professional photographer, as an image maker, as a, if you want to say, content creator, I left my camera, my big camera, at home because I take pictures for a living. So I want to see, I want to smell, I want to feel the city where I am. So even if I travel with all my gear, also often I leave it at the hotel or at the studio, wherever I am. And I'll just take my trusty little iPhone with me and enjoy what I see. Talk to the locals. Like today I had, I think, about nearly half an hour conversation in a convenience store. And even though the conversation just started with, "Do you have coffee?" And he's like, yeah, it's right there. And I didn't see it when I walked past it. And we started talking. And yeah, once in a while I had to step aside because someone else wanted to pay, but we just talked. And he's like, "Oh, and by the way, are you new here?" I said, "I've been here before, blah, 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 blah. Well, you should go there and there and there." I looked it up, I walked there, and it was beautiful. No tourists, because it was sort of like an insider thing. And again, I took some snaps with my phone, but mostly I just turned around the corner, sat in a street cafe, relaxed, sit back, and just enjoy. And I do this all the time. My old legs, they're not quite as fit anymore as they once were, but setting those small little goals of what do I want to find, you will find it everywhere. You're discovering the city or the place where you are in a very different way. You're looking down those side streets, you're looking up, you're looking behind you, and that's where all the gems are. So that's the story of today. Find that one small little thing and look for it. It's this old principle. If you try to buy yourself the most unique car, a color that nobody else has, and the moment you buy that car and you drive out of the dealership and you're 100% sure you're the only one in your village or city that has that car, you will see them everywhere. Everywhere. How come you never seen them before? Because you were not looking for them. All right, that's it from the old man in cold San Francisco. As you can tell, it's all layers. Layers, layers, layers. The city of layers. The wind is biting. And I shall now go and also take a photo of good old Alcatraz, which I will not visit this time, but I have been before, and it is impressive. But once was enough. Anyway, I will leave you with that, and I hope that you have a brilliant time. And as always, go out and create something awesome.